because I was wearing unwired bras,
Okay, there was a bit of space.
the egg would like sit there between my breasts. And because the breast comes so far out, because I've got massive, massive jugs, the egg would just sit there. And it was almost like, in many ways, I was born to carry an egg in between my breasts.
Okay.
Kind of like a chicken, I guess. Like, you know when a chicken sits on its nest?
Yeah.
And the eggs just like cuddle up into the feathers.
Well, I think that's a lovely thing to know about yourself.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Helen's Log. Yeah, we're talking about me having eggs in my bra back in the day, because I'm going back to Oslo now next year, because whenever I go to Oslo or Scandinavia, I always seem to have some sort of medical emergency. There was, all the eggs, and then ended up in hospital. And that was a horrible hospital stay because I was so paranoid they were going to put me on the psych ward, because I had to explain to them why I was in hospital. I was like, I can't eat or drink anything because I'm really dehydrated, but I can't get anything down because like it really hurts, and then I vomit. And they were like, oh, what's happened? And I was like, I think it's because I've eaten an egg out of my bra every day for 30 days, but don't worry, I'm a performer. But I was like, oh no, they're going to put me on the psych ward, and then I don't speak Norwegian, and then they're just going to leave me there, was my fear, right? So I said I was on Live with the Apollo, and then I got them to Google it. Thank God they did. And then I could hear them at the nurse's station being like, okay, like she is mental, but like maybe not that way. And then I went to Sweden to do a show, and that's where I accidentally ate, was it 4 pessaries instead of putting them in my vagina?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And then, we forgot about that, Em. We all forgot about that. And then I had to go to, it's because I had to repeat it, because you've got to go through your medical history, like any hospital stays when you're in hospital, which means that like anytime I have a medical thing, I have to explain myself in a way that they're like, oh my God, how are you still here? How are you still on this planet, madam? But I ate 4 pessaries, and then for anyone who's new, hi, I'm Helen. I ate 4 pessaries, but it was fine. I just had to pass 4 portions worth of thrush cream from my stomach. Zofia, question.
What is a pessary?
Zofia would like to know what a pessary is, and great question. Let's just use this as a moment to learn. When a person with a vagina, fanny, minge, whatever works for you, gets itchy because of sex, heat, leggings, whatever. Sometimes she can get scratchy, and sometimes all you need is a scratch. Sometimes all you need is to get on like a little log and go up and down like a bear. Sometimes, careful of splinters, girls. Can I say that? Careful of the splinters. But sometimes it's so itchy that you need a cream. And there is an option to get something called a pessary, which is like a tablet that melts into a cream that you put up your minge, and then it creams your insides. But it looks like a tablet, so I ate them. Well, I didn't eat them, I swallowed them, of course, because they're hard to swallow because they're very big, because they're not meant for your mouth, they're meant for your minge. And you know what? It's good that we all know that. And welcome to Helen's Log.
Welcome to Helen's Log. Log as in a diary, not Helen's log as in a tree that has been cut. Oh no. Or a toilet or a flume. Double no. Log as in a synonym for diary. It's Helen's log. Trust her, she knows it's Helen's log. The diary. It's a weekly diary podcast, and it is called Helen's log.
Welcome! It's Monday morning again. I have slept, I'm going to say, 4 hours and somehow feel amazing. And I've brought my sad lamp just in case it goes downhill at some point during the record. This is what I'm doing now with my life. Today, it is me, it is Zofia. Holly's on holiday. For the Trusty Hogs fans, it's Em's here, and it warms my heart so much. Hi, Em. I'd missed you. I mean, I saw you yesterday.
We see each other still, so everything's
really
fine.
Nice to be back here together.
Yes.
And on the log, I guess, and on the log on this amazing day of no sleep and just pure vibes, because no guest, just us.
Sick.
Honestly, I had actually booked a guest, but he couldn't make it because he has a casting. So I guess good luck, and I hope you get the part. And if you don't, oh no. Could you imagine? Oh no, if you're listening, I hope you fucking got it. I hope you got it. I had a casting last week in person. It's so awkward. Just like walking in and being like, oh, I haven't done a job interview in a while. And all my job interviews before that were for catering. So there was always a touch of whimsy there. Because they'd be like, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? And oh no, my sad lamp's out of battery. And you'd always be like, where do I see myself in 5 years' time going in for this catering job? And like, hand on heart, it's always like, not here. Obviously not here. But you don't say that. You say, I'd love to, I guess one day own my own cafe. And they'd be like, But you both know, because 5 years ago, they were the ones saying, I'd love to own my own cafe. And now they're managing it. And now they're livid about it. Right? 100%. 100%. This sad lamp is going to die on me and it's going to kill my soul. Right, we're pausing until I get my charger in. I'll be right back. Welcome back. I thought I packed the charger, but I haven't. And once again, we've started the week on a note that means it's all going to go south from here. I was feeling so positive 5 minutes ago with my lamp on, and now I've lost my lamp, my charger's at home. I keep forgetting things. I forget everything. I got locked out on Saturday night. Like, locked out on the street. I haven't been locked out since I moved to this place. And I was doing my show in Portsmouth. Thank you, everyone who came to Portsmouth and Maidenhead. Very funny, very nice. Very funny, very nice of everyone. But I was like going back to mine with Grace, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just hop out here. Bye. I was like, oh my God, I can't find my keys. It's all right. I'll find them on the doorstep. And I'm like, it's like midnight. And I'm like unpacking my bag, trying to find my keys. And I'm like, they're not here.
That is hell.
It's hell. And you never face that they're not there. I went through my bag, I'd say about 10 times. Yeah. Because this is the worst thing. I'd ordered a Domino's pizza.
No.
Oh God, this is so devastating. It was like, we had Trusty Hogs live yesterday. And I was like, I really want this, like the perfect Sunday to say goodbye to this like massive thing in my life. And then it was Saturday night, do my Portsmouth tour show, come back. My friends are out and it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday, Eddie, for last week, obviously. Happy birthday, very nice. And I'd been out all day Saturday. Before going to Portsmouth, I went on the Palestine March. So I'd been like out since like 10. And I'm just like, it's just chaos. And then I'm at the door. I've ordered my Domino's because Grace asked me what my dream takeaway was, which you shouldn't ask someone. You shouldn't ask them when they're in a car and they're about to go home. So I was like, well, obviously that's going to happen. Obviously. And I'd ordered and it was so good because it was like, I didn't over order. I was very measured. I was like, I'm going to get a pizza. I'm going to get one pizza and one side because that's enough for me. And then that's perfect. And I ordered it, and then I'm locked out, and then I'm having to envision myself sitting on the street eating it, but also like there's no end to this lockout maybe. Who knows if Nathan's coming home? Who knows? Am I on battery 12%?
Fuck.
And I'm just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I have to let go of the Domino's pizza. They've already made it. It's on its way, and I call and I go, I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh my God.
I can't have it.
You should have just waited till it arrived and then taken it with you.
No, I cannot. No, because by this point, I was trying to book an Uber to take me to Soho to get keys off my friends. And the worst thing is I had to go to Soho, even though it was my friend's birthday that I said I couldn't go to because I was in Portsmouth and then I'm going to be showing up at 1 a.m. But I couldn't get an Uber and my phone was dying and I was so worried. I just started going on public transport.
Oh my God.
And I can't have a Domino's box whilst trying to juggle my phone running out of battery. And then what am I going to do? Walking through Soho on a Saturday night with all the beautiful people in their beautiful clothes. And it's just me in my trainers with a massive backpack with a full Domino's pizza, which then I have to share. No! Yeah. Fuck off, actually, Em.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to say that.
No, that's
but I genuinely, that's okay, I'm sorry. And then I had to go all the way into Soho, and then I obviously stayed and had 2 wines. And then I got squiffy. Not as squiffy as Sunil and Nathan, who both vomited. Yeah, that's right. 2 of my adult male friends vomited on Saturday night.
That is wild. Sunil's like 45.
It's so funny that he vomited, though. The messages in the group the next morning being like, how's everyone doing this morning? And it's like just Sunil and Nathan being like, yeah, I vommed too. Where did you vom? Like, and like Sunil was off a bus.
Oh my God.
And Nathan was on the tube.
Oh God.
Not on the tube or on the bus. Like they ran off
Yeah.
their own modes of transport.
I haven't had to do that for so long.
I
really
remember
never
it.
want to do it ever again.
Oh man, because you know it's coming.
Yeah.
You're on the bus. It always happened to me on buses. I actually know once on the tube, but it was the morning after. So I was with commuters. But
That's worse.
No,
That's
no,
arguably much worse.
I cannot. This is one of my proudest moments. Oh my God, I remember this so clearly. I was living like in between Balham and Streatham at the time. And I was working in a cafe. And I think it was like one of the boys I really fancied for a while. Oh my God, I forgot I fancied this boy for so long. And like I would stay at his sometimes.
Yeah.
And it was like coming back from his, but I vomited, but into this big pashmina because it was like 2010, 2011. And it was those, do you remember when pashminas were in Camden and it was like 3 for a fiver?
Yeah.
Do you remember this deal? And they were like bright colours or
Yeah.
different. If it was a patterned one, it was like 2 for £6. And you were like, fuck, I guess I'm splashing out. I guess I'm getting 2 for £6.
Oh man.
But this pashmina. Oh my God, and this is also the time of the 2010s when we'd call it, when people go like, oh, you're not going to wear a coat, you're not going to wear it. And it's like, I don't need it. I'm wearing my Lashmina. And that would keep you. Do you remember saying that?
Oh my God.
No, did lesbians not say that, I guess? No. That is a dignity to both of you. I would put my Lashmina on and I vomited into it. But it was like a bowl, right?
Horrifying.
And then I folded it into itself. I'm calm this entire time. And I come out of Balham Station and it just goes straight in the bin.
Oh my God.
Straight in the bin. And I walk home. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, that is incredible.
Yeah, we didn't fall in love properly, which is a shame because that could have been a very beautiful story. Well, hello there. Can I just start by saying, everyone who's come to see Bless Her on tour, thank you, well done, and congratulations for coming and seeing the show and being so lovely and very kind. And oh my God, I love doing this show so much. And I cannot believe that I'm already over halfway through this tour. But the good news is, it's not over yet. Right now, as you're listening to this, I'm in Ireland. I'll be in Dublin tonight. I'll be in Cork tomorrow. Yeah, it's sold out, but there's an extra show after it. So what? And then next week from the 20th to the 25th, I'm in London. And then, are you ready for this? Listen out for your city or a city near you. I'm in Nottingham, Zurich, Leicester, Coventry, Aldershot, York, Edinburgh, Newcastle, Glasgow, and as of that's the 24th of November. Just know for some reason, because I love this city so much and I still haven't gone to see the main Viking ship, I will go to Oslo on the 11th of February, because every time I go to Oslo, I either like eat so many eggs I end up in the gastric ward hospital for a while, or like I'm on a tour of different Scandi cities and I want to see I went to go see the Scream by Edvard Munch. This is a tour plug. It doesn't matter. I'm going to see Valhalla. Valhalla! See you on tour. Bye. You guys, you logs, you sweet angels, you have left us so many lovely, sweet reviews on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube. You're subscribing, you're giving us, it means so much and we love to read them, and it makes such a difference to this podcast being able to keep going, just like getting into people's faces. So if you haven't yet, please do comment on the episodes on Spotify, comment on YouTube, subscribe, like the episode. Please give us ratings and reviews on Apple Podcasts. It means so much and makes such a difference. Thank you so much. Bye.
Helen's log.
Those early crushes. I think it's because I had a crush this summer. I cannot stop thinking about how electric they are. Like me and Em were talking about this yesterday. Just that you become like activated.
Yeah, it really energizes you.
It does. Like all of a sudden, like I swear when I was like properly infatuated before I went to Germany with this guy, like I don't think I slept.
Yeah, some would call it mania.
Actually, that's a really good point. Yeah, I was probably mentally unwell.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun.
It's so fun, and also everything feels so high stakes.
Yeah.
Because you're so sure at any moment could be the moment that they go, wait a second. It's you. It's always been you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it never.
And then it all falls apart.
I watched Marriage Story this week. Have you
yeah.
seen that film?
No, but you said it's very good.
I thought it was incredible. I watched it Friday night in at my flat, and I was like, this is insanely incredible, because we both saw One Battle After Another this week, which is
Best film ever.
oh my fucking God. You know when everyone's talking about a film and you're like, oh, whatever. It is insane. Like, I spoke to the guy coming out of the cinema who was working there, and he was like, you've just seen One Battle After Another. We were like, yeah. And he was like, the foyer has been buzzing for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, literally, but just shout out to Sean Penn.
Yes.
Like, just it's flawless, and I loved it. And then I guess I'm in my film bro phase because I have a date tomorrow. Well, I'll talk about it in the extras, obviously, because that'd be crazy to say it here. But yeah, it'd be crazy. Just happens if he's a fan. Are you a fan, sir?
Oh my
Are you
God.
a fan? Thank God we'd have been on the date already by the time this goes out on Thursday. Sir, if you're a fan, you have to tell me. You have to tell me. No, don't tell me. Actually, no, do tell me. Actually, don't do the date. I don't know. Ah! I'm so bad at this.
It's fine. It's going to be fine.
But now I've watched Marriage Story. I understand marriage, so I am ready to date, which is important. And my takeaway from it, very hard.
Who's in it? What's the plot?
Scarlett Johansson. Oh,
Great.
yeah, that's a good thing to say. Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver.
Oh my God, I have seen this film. It's excellent.
There we go.
It's a really good film.
And they're married.
Yeah, looks hard as fuck.
But then they divorce.
Yeah.
And it's horrific.
Yeah.
And it's so, as someone who's never been married, I thought it was perfectly observed. That was my main takeaway from it. Like, this is the perfect observation of a marriage, something that I've never partake in any form, really.
Yeah.
But like, it was when, do you know that scene when she says, like, let that be enough? And I think about that all the time just in my general life, because she basically, this is the character wants to be an actress, and she is an actress, and she's in New York, and she falls in love with this guy, and they get married, and they have a kid, and he directs plays, and she's in it, and it's like, it's wonderful. It's not maybe the success in the world that she grew up in, because she grew up in Hollywood where it's all films and TV, and she's gone a different route, but it's still success. And she's talking with, I think it's a scene with her lawyer, and it's just so beautiful when she goes like, and you're married to this great guy, and you've got this kid, and you make art, and like, let that be. I just thought, be a wife and be a mother, and let that be enough. And just that look in her face of being like, but I couldn't do it, because I know that feeling of being like, why can I not just enjoy this wonderful life I have?
Yeah.
Without feeling like something's missing. And I think it's very human to feel that. But like, I mean, me and Catherine spoke about it a bit yesterday as well. It's like just that feeling of like, oh, why do I feel like I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not doing the right thing next? Because and I know we've all got our language now of like, just take a moment to look around and enjoy it, because like, how would you know if you're in the good old days? But it's like, but when will I be able to be like, okay, cool?
Yeah.
Because like, she has, but also you feel so upset with yourself that you can't just, so like, let's just use me as an example, I guess, because I can only talk to myself. It's like, I live in a city with the most wonderful friends, a city I really love. Like, I mean, I know that like England's going to shit, and like fucking the state of the flags when I'm driving around the country, and it's grim and it's awful, but I love London.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I really love this city, and I love my friends here, and my family are close, and I have like this dream job, this like thing that like I couldn't fathom like 10 years ago when I first did a gig. Like, now I get to do this, and I can go to different cities and towns, and people show up and they want to hear me. Well, let's do my sister's impression of me. Hi, my name's Helen. I guess you should give me money to hear me talk. Me. Unkind, Marianne. Accurate, and I regret laughing the first time you did it, because you do it a lot now, and you're not allowed to do it in front of other comedians because they're not as mentally strong as your sister. But, and I own a flat.
Yeah. It's all good stuff.
It's all good stuff, and I can date.
Yeah.
And I still will, end of each week, write a to-do list and think I'm not doing enough, or like, once I have that, I'll be good.
Yeah.
I remember thinking when I was working in the bakery, when I like moved back here, being like, once you've officially signed with that agent, my first comedy agent, then you don't have to think again. Like, you'll all be good. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but life's really hard, and living under capitalism is like not good or natural, and we all just need to like meditate through it. Do you know what I mean?
Is that what it is?
Like, you can forgive yourself for feeling that way. We all do.
Like, and then but then you feel so bad about yourself because it's like, I've got the most, like, love-wise, my love life has not been good. Like, I've struggled with that. But the upside of that is I've had the best friendships. Like, oh my God, my friends, I just want to, I love them so, so much.
Yeah.
And yet I still want a partner because I want more. Well, and I can't just accept the fact that I've got so much amazing love in my life.
That's completely reasonable. But also, I'm going to warn you, having a loving relationship also does not solve your problems. Unfortunately.
Of course it doesn't. And I can't go into something putting that on it. But like, it feels like that would be something that would, so it's the same as like, if once I own a flat, maybe that'll be that. Or once I get to do this TV show, or once I get this level of audience, or I get my podcast up and running. Yeah. And then there's just something else. It's like, and sometimes it's like, oh, I really want to, like, I don't know, just once I'm on holiday, I'll feel different. Or once I'm... Yeah. It's hard.
It's really hard.
But I think they just said it so perfectly in that film. And I know it's not the famous scene from that film because it's not the big fight one. But it's like, I think it's just the perfect line of being like, oh God, am I ever going to be fully contented? Nathan always makes fun of the Disney vloggers I watch. Like, because I still watch Disney vlogs on YouTube, right? And he's doing the artist's way at the moment. So he was on like deprivation last week. So which means that you can't consume anything for a week.
Oh my God, that's
so
hell.
Like, I mean, obviously you can consume food and water, but you can't read books. You can't watch anything. You can't listen to music with lyrics. Like, it's just you.
Can you like go on Instagram?
No.
Wow.
No socials. Nothing. Oh,
I think I'd have a full breakdown.
Yeah.
That
Well,
week.
think about the fucking flatmates.
Yeah.
Your entertainment is talking to me. Twice I was like, you're trying to start a fight with me for entertainment. And he was like, yeah, 100%. Just like poking me, being like he does this thing which really pisses me off, which is I say like, oh, I haven't seen that film. And he goes, you haven't seen it. And then he does it as a joke. But then he was doing it last week to be like, entertain me, get annoyed, entertain me. But what was I saying about sensory deprivation? It was very good, I'm sure.
Nathan's artist way.
Yeah, Nathan's artist way. I'll work my way back from that. Yeah. Don't worry, Ollie. I'll get there. It's gone. It's gone. I tried to find it.
That's okay.
I just think, though, that like last week, I was like, because I'm like contented but uncontented, and it's like the leaves are falling off the trees, I'm going to go for this. I booked a holiday in Luton.
Oh my God.
Isn't that going to be so nice? It's because I'm stuck on this. You look so nervous.
Why are you going to Luton?
It's like, are you on the algorithm where you keep on getting reels of people going on holiday with their friends?
What, to Luton?
Well, not to Luton. No, they're going to like Scotland, and, like places. But it was like you get like your friends together and you go to like a cottage or a cabin and you just take pajamas and you just read.
Okay, that sounds
like it's
lovely.
Like a reading break. And you just take, okay, Zofia, don't make that face. I'm sorry, I'm allowed to have fun in my own way. I'm 34, and can I say this? My knee hurts. Which one? Both. But luckily not the two together yet. It's always one or the other.
I just think if I took a group of my friends to a place where we were all meant to read together, like everyone would just lose it. No one's going to be reading. Everyone's going to be like pissing each other off or like chatting, and I'll be like, can you please be quiet? I've got to read. Do you know what I mean?
This is why I'm going just for Francis.
Okay, fine.
It's just me and Francis.
Great.
And I went on Airbnb because I messaged them and I was like, I think we should just, you and I just take a night or 2 nights and just go be somewhere where we can just like fully just go at the end of the year, because it turns out both of us have accidentally said we'd host Christmas.
Oh.
Very funny for us.
No, that's fun. That's great.
And I was like, my tour's ending. Like, I think we can do this. And then I was like on Airbnb, and I found this like little annex cottage, and it's like on a river in Hertfordshire near Luton.
Okay, that's lovely.
And we can get the train up on Thursday evening. And there's a Waitrose near the station, which is, I mean, I never shop at Waitrose. There's not one near me. I don't know where the closest would be to me. Balham, maybe? They just don't have any in Southeast London, I don't think. There's one at Vauxhall, Little Waitrose, but that's it. Little Waitrose. I'm talking a Waitrose, please. And then we're going to go to a Waitrose that's by the station. And then we're going to get an Uber to the beautiful cottage and just sit there for 2 days.
That sounds lovely.
And just eat, eat. And I'm going to get focaccia.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God, with olives in it.
Oh my God.
Do you reckon I could take a whole bottle of olive oil for that week?
Yeah.
Have you seen the what's it called? The Nick Kroll sketch where he plays the European. You know, the one where he's like, hello, welcome to Europe. I'm a European and this is my guide to Europe. In Europe, we get up about 10:30, have 1, 2 cigarette, 3 cigarette. At lunch, we have a very healthy lunch, something like 1 sausage, 2 sausages, and then 1 and 1.5 cigarette, 1 glass of wine. And then we have a nap. We work 1/2 hour, 2.5 hour. And then we have a healthy dinner of olive oil, and we don't gain weight because of the olive oil. Have you not seen this? Yes, very good. 1 cigarette, we work 1/2 hour, 2.5 hour. It's very good.
Sounds very good.
I think I've just done it, actually. You don't need to watch it. I just performed it perfectly.
Great.
I can't wait for my little holiday.
Can your body process fat again?
I think so.
Great.
I think so.
Then
I've
get
been
the
told
olive
to
oil.
be careful so many times.
Okay.
Because it's like some people, because your bile, once you don't have a gallbladder, is constantly dripping into your intestine, like things can sometimes like travel through you.
Yes.
Let's say at a pace. But I haven't really found that.
Okay, great.
I haven't really found that. But
That's
it's
good.
also like, yeah, I think I'm struggling a little bit with food at the moment. But that's because I'm on tour and it's so hard to. And then this morning I forgot to have breakfast.
Oh, no.
And I was like, this isn't me. Like, I know I need to have breakfast to start my day. So, like, I stopped at a cafe and got an almond croissant. So I guess that could count as a breakfast. I'm not counting it. I'm counting it as a snack. But yeah, I need to reset myself. But it's very hard to, like, because I'm in Ireland on Wednesday until Saturday. So it's like, do a shop for 2. Yeah. I keep saying this and I can just hear the person I went to for binge eating disorder being like, okay, so what you can do, you're going to make yourself feel sick because you're afraid of throwing away 1 red pepper. And it's like, oh my God. Yeah, obviously. Like the things that we do when we're like, oh, well, I can't do a shop because of that. And then it's like you end up like ordering in food or like eating something you don't want to eat or getting ready meals in that don't make you feel good because like the way I eat them, it's the way I eat them.
Yeah.
It's not the food, it's the me with them. And it's like, and it's all because I'm like, well, I can't buy that because it'll go off. And it's like, oh, so you're going to make yourself feel really ill and like not nice because you can't throw away 2 eggs in a carton. That's crazy.
It is, but you've got all that information within you. You know, you
I
can
have
come back to it.
of information within me.
Yeah,
And I'm coming back to it well, my plan was to come back to it today.
that's fine. You can still do that.
Yeah, you know why?
The day is not over.
No, it's not, but my sad lamp doesn't have a charger.
I've got some vitamin D spray in my bag. Do you need it?
I've already taken vitamin D
Okay,
spray.
okay.
And it's grey outside and it's grey all week, okay?
Oh,
And that's horrible for Helen.
yeah.
It's horrible because I'm mentally not okay.
Yeah.
I'm mentally not okay. And people aren't talking. People aren't talking about women not being okay anymore because of the rise of men's mental health. And I understand. Can I say this? I understand that the men are struggling and men's mental health is important. However, number one, I don't think, just really quickly, if you're a straight white man watching this, you are valid and I care for you as a person. But you have to hear this. If you're going to start opening up to your friends about how you're feeling on the inside, you have to also be aware that like that comes with a lot of emotions because you fucking hell, you share with people that you're going through a tough time. You then find out what that person can do with that information. Are they going to support you? You will also find out that you'll open up to people and they won't be there. And that's incredibly painful. Also, I don't know if you've got the language yet to do it. I don't think they do. So good luck to you, but like, do seek professional help. Thank you very much for listening to my segment on men's mental health. Thank you very much for listening to that. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You're listening to the main episode of Helen's Log. The main episode? What could that mean? Does that mean there's extra episodes? Oh, you betcha! You betcha, Bobby Ray! You betcha, Billy May! Bobby Ray, Billy May! There's a Patreon, and we'd love you to join us there. That is very good accent work. I sound like I'm on a port note. Sophia, please, that was good accent work. We'd love to see you on our Patreon. It's called Helen's Log. Helen's Log on patreon.com. Oh, .com, not .co.uk. And that is where you can get an extra episode every week and support me as a small business owner. I actually don't have a business. It's just you're just supporting just me and my dreams. Patreon.com/Helen's Log. Thank y'all.
Helen's Log.
Can I say one more thing on my own podcast, please?
Please.
My family are doing a hangout this Sunday.
Yeah.
And they are determined to go to the London Dungeon.
What an interesting choice.
My sister and brother love it.
Okay.
They've always loved it. And I think it's because when my brother was little, he went there quite a lot because he was like one of those kids that went to Great Ormond Street Hospital, which is like a famous children's hospital in London a lot. Yeah. And my mum knew one of the scare actors at the London Dungeon.
Of course she did.
Of course she did. Of course, the Anne Bower School of Drama was friends with the scare actor in London. Yeah. And she like messaged him or whatever, or like called him up and was like, oh, like I'm bringing my son. Like, can you like really scare him? Like he loves it. Like don't hold back, go for it. But my brother's one of those kids that he was like a bouncy kid. So like if they scared him, he just found it funny. Like the more scary, the more funny it was. But they figured out that like her being scared was his favourite thing.
Oh no.
So what they did instead was they just scared my mum the whole way around London Dungeon, and she was like walking with her back to the walls.
Oh my God.
And like hugging it, and there would just be like a face just come out of her. But then that story was like a funny story in our house growing up, and I, even as a child, refused to go to London Dungeon because my fucking dad, hi Michael, you're not listening. Maybe one day. I make this for you, for your approval, Dad. We went to Dover Dungeon on a family holiday, and I don't know what Dover Dungeon is like now, but it's there was a room in it that was 18 plus.
Oh God!
And I was like 4 or something. And then my mum was like, oh, I wouldn't take Helen in there. And he was like, no, she'll love it. She'll be good as gold. And my sister was like in a buggy, right? So she sleeps. My mum just waits outside of my sister. And me and my brother go in with my dad. And it was like, this story's been told to me, but then it's been told sometimes. I don't know whether my memory is from the real life or from the story. But like, it was like a ghostly woman who was like, oh, I'm only here because I stole bread to feed my family. And then there was like a switch, and then she just starts screaming.
Oh my God.
And then like running around, and then the lights all quiver. And obviously I'm 4, and I was a kid who was like terrified. I was so aware of the concept of death.
Yeah.
I was for like no real reason apart from the fact that like I asked about it because I got curious, and then couldn't stop thinking about it, and the fact that everyone was going to die, and then at some point nothing was going to matter. Okay. So I was a 4-year-old walking around being like, oh my God, and like looking at people being like, this might be the last time I ever see them, or the last time they ever leave the house. Yeah. Like, isn't that mad? Yeah. But then I ran out of the room because I was so frightened.
Of course.
And then they lost me in Dover Dungeon.
Oh my God.
So like I just like bolted it, and then they found me eventually, and my mum was like, oh, you were just this little ghost of a child, just terrified, just shaking.
Yeah, of course.
And crying. And then she was like, oh, I told you not to take her in there. And then I'm like, oh, well, obviously I can't handle those sort of spaces anymore. Like, I've never been good with like, I don't like waxworks.
Yeah.
Particularly. And there's like, I love museums so much, but there's some that like, it makes me excited because I do like being scared. But there's like a line for me. Like, have you been to Jorvik?
I think, in childhood.
Yeah. And it's like this, it's really cool because it's a ride inside of the museum through a Saxon village. Is it Anglo-Saxon village? No, it's Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings.
So yeah, a Saxon village taken over by Vikings. She's living and she's learning. But it smells and there's waxworks and it's really cool. But it's also like, I don't want to sit on the edge of the cart. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like even as an adult, like as a kid, I definitely had to be in the middle. But as an adult, I'm still like, don't leave me here by myself. Like if this ride goes down, I couldn't ride this solo.
God, no. I mean,
Like,
absolutely
there's
not.
no way. Even if I know, I'm like, I remember a Blue Peter episode where they went to Jorvik and they rode it. And I was like, I'm sure there's a cameraman there. I was like, even that I couldn't do. Just the idea there's a power cut and I'm inside of this waxwork thing.
Yeah.
I hate it. But so many museums do that. Why would you put a waxwork at the edge of a door? Where you can come round the side, like the National Wax Museum in Ireland. Maybe I should go there on Thursday and face my fear. But like, it's just, I always make eye contact with the waxwork. And they look at me in a way that I'm like, what do you, like, is someone in there?
Yeah.
Is someone in there?
It's spooky as hell.
Because part of you thinks like, there's no way this just stays like this overnight. There's no way you're not doing stuff. You're so realistic. You're telling me Tina Turner, James Joyce and Jedward in the same room aren't hanging out by night? That they have to be. And this is not a night at the museum thing. I'm not crazy. It's just, there's something, oh my God. We, this year I had to go to a cave and I'm going to be honest with you. I do not cave. I do not dungeon. I do not cave. Oh my God, I'm sweating thinking about caves. Just the fact that people cave in their free time for fun and go underground. I'm like, there's something fucking sick inside of you.
But what, like, you weren't like cave diving. You were just inside the cave.
Inside of a cave.
Okay,
a
thank
cave
God.
that you can walk into and you have to like stoop for a bit of it.
Okay.
But it was like, it was miles and miles deep.
Yeah,
I
is
didn't go the
terrifying.
miles and miles. I only went maybe like, probably like 300 meters. And I was like, I can't breathe in here.
That's completely reasonable.
But like, it's already a cave. That's fucked up. They put waxworks in there. They put waxworks inside of a fucked up cave.
Where was this cave?
I don't know. Southeast London.
Oh my God, caves in London?
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
Wow.
And it was used during the Blitz as people would like stay
Wow.
in there, which for me is so crazy.
Yeah, that is
You want a bomb to
crazy.
fall on you while you're inside of a cave? Honey, have you heard the term caved in?
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
I also feel haunted by, do you know that final scene in Atonement where
I literally watched this like a month ago.
oh my God, and it's bombed, and then the final scene is just the underground station being filled up with water and everyone drowning. Spoiler. And I
For some
live with
reason, I actually do not remember that
oh
scene.
my God, do you not?
Which
It,
means that like I must have just been like, no, I can't take this in.
No, that's fair. Every time I step into a tube station or, for example, a cave, I think about there being a bomb and then flooding and we all die.
It's so frightening.
Yeah.
Tube. It's so frightening.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Sorry,
listened to
I've
a
made it worse
podcast
now.
about the London Underground. No, you didn't. It's all right. I bet you know me.
I know you don't go on the tube.
I'm on the bus. I'm on
Yeah.
the tube anyway. I don't go like I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like in general. I'm not like crazy claustrophobic, but like like I could like, yeah, but I could do without the tube. Like
Yeah.
it's my last option. But I can fly. I don't love it. Yeah, I'm weird. I've got weird things, but like the tube. I was listening to the history of the tube. Shout out to Short History of. I'm sure we've got some fans on here. And yeah, it came out about 3 this morning. And yeah, I didn't sleep. And I was trying to get myself to sleep. And then I listened to it. Turns out the history of the tube is a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, I listened to it twice. But they talk about the fire they had at King's Cross in, is it the 80s or the 70s? I can't remember. This was like 3 this morning. And just like a fire, I mean, this is when there was wooden escalators, so that was probably a bad shout, and
Yeah.
they didn't, but I mean, they knew wood burned, but maybe not very good with metal or steel then. That's very sad for them. And just like people just came off a tube and then there's just the escalator's on fire. Like, what do you do? But then like, they don't talk about this on the podcast, but it's like, yeah, but if the fire goes down, every station is connected and a ball of fire can just travel through and these trains can just explode. And it's like, and you're underground.
I think they probably do have like firewalls these days. I mean, probably not as many as we'd like. But yeah, it's hard not to think about that when you're on the train.
It's so, and you're like when, you know, when a train stops between the platforms, I'm so aware someone is probably listening to this on the tube. Just know there's like 2 incidents in the whole time of the tube. Yeah. Like this is not like a thing. Like it's amazingly safe. But fucking hell, water going into a cave. Yeah. That for me, like, have you know about this, like, there's, like, caving disaster where people are caving and then it suddenly starts raining, there's a flash flood, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's happening. You just have to, like, be underwater and just wait for, like, I am making myself so nervous.
Oh, God.
So nervous. You know that scene in Titanic?
I've famously never seen it. I'm so sorry.
I still cannot believe that.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know why I brought that up because I just upset myself.
Say it anyway. I forgot that I'm not the only person listening to this.
No. You are the only person that's here. Sorry, the only logger is Em. And everyone else, you guys, you just send me messages to humour me and I really appreciate it. Could you imagine if it was just like my mum and dad my entire career? Just like, and my friends protecting me by going like, can you, like, here's some tickets. Can you go see our daughter tonight and tell her you like her podcast?
I mean, that would be really nice.
It'd actually be really sweet.
Yeah, that would
Anne
be
and
lovely.
Michael, if you're doing that, thank you so much. But also, we're going to have to think of a different way that's a bit more economically viable.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh my God, do you think Breed, my agent, is also pretending?
No, I think she's real.
She's real.
She's real.
She's a real person
with a real job.
She's a real person with a real job.
Yeah.
For sure. In Titanic, there's a bit where they've like closed doors so they can't get water up. But this I never understood. They've closed a door that's like, it's got holes in it. It's just a mesh gate. And it's like, why would you ever lock that? Like, it's so weird. It's probably for a scene. Well, yeah, it's for a scene. Yeah, actually, can I say that? It's actually for a scene because it's a film. But it did happen. And they're at the gate and they're trying to get through, but the water's rising and they need to get like up the next stairwell. And I'm like, no, I couldn't do it. I think instead of trying, I would just look for something to like make it happen faster.
Yeah, just like fucking kick it down. You know, in One Battle After Another, where there's a scene where Sean Penn goes up to a door and he just has with him a huge battering ram. I was just like, I might just carry one of those around with me to get in places I need to go.
It's...
Sorry, what a bizarre,
I was about to say, it's an amazing scene,
about.
but I was also taking in what you were saying. What door is it? Have you had a door recently that you haven't been able to get through?
It just feels like a good safety precaution.
What?
Like, for example, if you're on the tube and the doors aren't opening, just like get out really fast.
That's true. Did you see that video of someone like bashing the window with a hammer because it filled with smoke?
Yeah, I did. And so maybe that's what's got into my psyche.
That must be it. Yeah. I mean, how often are you on the tube?
Every day, Helen. Not true. I cycle mostly, but you know,
yeah,
at least a couple of times a week.
Because I don't live on a tube line either. I live on like an overground, and then I've got a train station, and then buses. And I think I take the tube a couple of times a week, of course, just because like you got to. And also, my overground line does go underground for Rotherhithe and for Shadwell. And then it like goes a little bit of Surrey Quays and like Canada Water. I'm fine because I've done that. This is so mad. I've done that station. I know my route out.
Yeah.
It's the stations where like Rotherhithe and Shadwell, you've got those like really small staircases to get out, which I don't like.
It doesn't feel like
mental.
It doesn't feel that deep though. Like that. It's nowhere near as deep as the tube.
Do you know why the overground is not that deep?
Exactly.
Do you want to know the deepest line?
Yeah.
It's Northern Line.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Northern Line goes the deepest, but the Victoria Line makes me the most nervous, even though it is the best one, because it's the only one that doesn't go above ground at any point.
Interesting.
It doesn't end. It's just constantly underground.
Yeah.
The whole time, the Victoria Line, which is why it's so good, because it never stops working because of weather, because it never gets affected by that.
Okay.
But it means that I hate it.
I hate the Northern Line. Northern Line's fucked. it's so dirty. It makes me feel like I'm like, it makes my lungs feel like they're not working anymore.
Like a city pigeon.
Yeah,
You got the lungs of a city pigeon.
exactly.
That's not nice.
Yeah. God, I've really made myself out to be an anxious person today, haven't I?
No, me too. Well, at least you're not constantly hitting a sad lamp trying to get light on your face just so you feel alive.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though I do feel so good today. Oh, but it's because I know, like, I've not slept. I feel good, and I know I'm going to feel a bit crappy this evening because I've got my flu shot and my COVID shot this afternoon. Which, by the way, I was just telling Em and Zofia this before we started recording, and I mentioned it last year on Trusty Hogs, the podcast I did before this. But they do have COVID boosters on the NHS, and I think Em was saying that you guys might have to pay if I'm asthmatic, which is why I get them for free, I think. But like, so I get contacted by the NHS to be like, you need to get booked in for your jabby jabs. But like last year when I went to get my jab and they were like, do you want the COVID booster? I was like, yeah, of course. They were like, oh, we've got loads. People aren't coming in and getting them. So if you need it, or like, I mean, like long COVID's a very real thing, guys.
Yeah.
It's a very real thing, and people are still getting COVID.
Yeah.
So like, contact your GP maybe in a month, I'd say. Wait till the elderly have got it.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's very expensive. I think you do have to pay, but I don't think it's like mad expensive.
I hate that people have to pay full stop.
Yeah.
Because it is awful. Like, do you
Yeah.
have a friend with long COVID or know anyone with it? It's horrendous.
Yeah, no, I don't actually, but some of my parents' friends did have like absolutely mad side effects from COVID the first time round that have, well, I guess you could call it long COVID because they're ongoing.
Yeah.
But
well,
yeah,
that's
like
it.
really like terrifying things.
Some people get an aversion to the taste of garlic.
Oh,
Could you
that's-
imagine?
That's fucking sad. That's a living nightmare for me as a chef.
Well, literally, like being like, oh, I can't have this thing that like garlic has for me only ever brought me joy.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are very few things in life that has been a constant companion and has always been there for me.
Yeah, garlic is one of those.
Garlic and chili and salt
Yeah,
have never hurt me.
yeah.
They have been a friend from when I was a baby having my garlicky bottle of milk. my baby bottle of garlicky milk, and all the way up to where we are now.
Yeah.
Here, recording my podcast. I do have one more thing I wanted to say, but I wanted to ask you about it, Em,
Yeah.
and you, Zofia. Because I haven't been sleeping great, but I think nothing wrong, just like adrenaline being very high after shows. And I just think I'm also like, well, I'm just playing on my phone. And I finished my really good books. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I haven't said this. I finished The Haunting on Hill House.
Whoa.
Read it in a week. If you want a spooky book, if you're doing that reading seasonally thing like me, because you're a basic fucking biatch, read The Haunting on Hill House. It is Shirley Jackson. It's so good. It's so good, and it's the right level of creep. Like, I'm a nervous person, and I'm fine. I put the bins out last night in the dark.
That's very brave.
It was very brave.
Yeah.
Twice I went down.
Wow.
Twice. Very, 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 very good of me. And I was fine. And after reading that book, so please read that. But I've been scrolling on my phone, which means then I have thoughts that I can't get out of my head. And this is one that I refuse to Google because I know I can figure it out through conversation. And I have to get my brain working, but I cannot do it. You ready for the question? How the fuck was the Channel Tunnel made? How the fuck
Yeah.
did they build a tunnel
Mm.
along the bottom of the sea, knowing that you can't drain the sea to build it in dry
Yeah.
before the wet come in?
Yeah, yeah.
And is it on the seabed? It is.
I think it must.
I think it must.
It
be.
must be on the seabed. I don't feel as though we could suspend it mid-sea.
I don't think
But like
we should.
maybe we can. But I think it's seabed. It's not a very deep bit of
The channel
channel's not very
isn't.
deep, is it?
I
Have I made that up because of
I
the
think
channel tunnel?
relatively compared to the ocean, it's not
Yeah.
very deep because it's a channel, and like Britain was part of so like the
Yeah,
plates
yeah.
wouldn't have like even in 1,000 years wouldn't have got that deep.
Yes.
It's not the Mariana Trench
Yeah.
for sure. It's
I'm
not.
saying that like I know what that is.
You know the isn't that the deepest point
Oh,
of
it's-
the ocean?
okay, I
It's
see.
like Yeah. But like, how do you start building that? I can feel people at home being like, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
Well, I mean, surely you just make segments of the tunnel and keep the ends closed.
But then how
drop
do you get
them
the
in, link them up. Sorry, this is such a boring answer.
No, it's not.
You know, drop the bits of the tunnel in with closed ends, hollow, obviously. And then you like join them up and like knock them through. Is that crazy? I don't know.
I don't know either. Because where do you start? Do you start on the edge of Dover and drop in a segment?
For some reason, I pictured starting in the middle and like working outwards in both directions.
No. Okay, that's actually one possibility I've never gone to. Starting in the middle. You think they take a bit of tunnel to the middle of the channel and drop it in?
And then they're just like, yeah, okay, both directions, guys. Go, go, go.
Okay, so I picture them starting like the miles inland where the tunnel starts going under, like a mole.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's much more logical.
So no, I really like your answer. It was just really stupid. But also I'm aware that like I've had 4 nights thinking about this. So I think you clearly, because you didn't think this.
Yeah.
But you start on land and then Sophia, are you Googling the answer? You okay, you're gonna tell us. You're gonna tell us in a minute.
Yeah.
Can you please keep researching it whilst I tell you what I think is right? Because I think we just need to find out at this point. It's okay. So you start like in Kent, and then you go underground a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then eventually you're digging underground, but you're in earth still.
Yeah.
And then there must be one little bit of soil, and then you're like, oh, we're in wet soil now.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. You've thought about the digging
but then
on the banks.
Yeah, because you eventually just get to wet soil, and then it's water, and then. But you've already reinforced everything with steel, right?
Yeah.
But then there's got to be some sort of physics pressure
Yeah.
to stop the water flooding up on that angle. Because it's not that steep of an angle. I've been on it, and I don't feel like I'm leaning forward in my chair. Maybe that's physics because of the forward thrust. Because the G-forces and force equals mass times acceleration. But it depends on how much...
I was going to say we can't always guarantee how fast the train is going. What if there's a reason that it has to slow down? Then everyone would like tip forward. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. But then it's like, but how do you displace? You don't move water, you displace water. Huh?
Yeah.
How do you get the like part of it in? Like every little step of it, I'm like, that must have been a nightmare.
Yeah, just like huge pressure. I guess you have like a huge pressure machine. You just
what
blast
is that,
the water
though?
out.
Because I was thinking like a balloon, like to displace and move stuff.
I have like science A levels. I can't believe that. I can't believe everything I've just said.
You didn't have to say that out loud.
I got a good degree and this is still what I'm thinking
really
about.
hope one of your science teachers is listening going,
hi,
that
Mr.
can't be
Howard."
my M, not my smart M.
Oh, Mr. Howard thought I was an idiot, but I loved him so much.
well,
We used to
shout
go
out.
to all the same gigs and I would just bump into him at the gigs and be
No
like,
way.
hey, sir.
I love those teachers.
Yeah,
those
he was
ones where
really
you're
cool.
like, I see you as a whole person.
Yeah.
And the reason I do that is because you see me as a whole person.
Yeah.
When a teacher's like, oh, this is like a student, but also with a whole life going on and a whole life going forward.
Yeah.
Shout out to my favourite teachers.
Yeah, shout out to mine.
You guys were the best. You guys were the best. I'm going to text mine after this, actually, and ask her for a drink.
How have you got her number?
So I met up with her a couple of years ago. So I got
Like,
her on Facebook and I messaged her.
Oh, Facebook. I was going to say, how did you make that initial contact?
We were friends on Facebook at the end of college.
Okay.
This is college. This is like 17, 18.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
And I added her.
That's really nice.
And then like we hadn't seen each other in years and years and years, of course. Because I'm a brat and like, you know, she's got her own life as well.
Yeah.
And then I messaged her a couple of years ago being like, is there any way, Jose,
Oh,
that you'd want to go for a drink?
that's so lovely.
Yeah, but it was so lovely for me. Like I'm sure she was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
No, I think
I bet I'm one of like 5 students a year. She's so incredible.
Oh, yeah,
There's
but
no way I'm the only one.
I think they love that. My mum's a teacher and she's like obsessed with all the like kids
My
that she
mum
used
liked
to really
it
like.
as well. Yeah, like she loves hanging out with like her students that she's seen a lot over the years and like watch them grow and like particularly the ones that became drama teachers.
Yeah, that's so
to
cool.
be like, oh, like, yeah, it's very special.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to message her after this. Shout out to our teachers. I guess thank you for our education. And sorry, we don't know how the Channel Tunnel was built. Isn't it weird, though, that we don't know?
It is weird, and I'm really surprised that I've never Googled it, because I'd say I think about it fairly often.
You're also curious. You're a curious person.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty curious.
Sophia, could you tell us? Do you want to come on mic? You're too scared to come on mic? It's okay. You can just tell me and I'll repeat it. You've got a mic. God bless you. This is Sophia telling us how the Channel Tunnel was built.
Yeah, I don't want to hear myself in the headphones.
That's really fair. I never wear
I'm going to
headphones.
take them off.
That's really fair.
It's under the ground.
What, the whole way?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It doesn't go through the sea, it goes under the sea. Under the sea floor.
Sorry, is that to avoid having to like blast all the water out of the way?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. But then...
Oh, that's a boring answer.
No, it's not. I've got more questions.
Under the sea floor?
But then, how far do you have to go below the sea?
It's about 40 metres.
Okay, so not very far. But
40
surely the soil
metres
under
under?
there is going to be so wet and hard. So
Yeah, but it's through chalk,
oh, fine.
not
Oh my
just
god.
sand.
Another vital fact. Chalk, hard. Just
Yeah.
dig it.
And they started in Kent, and they started in France, and they met in the middle.
Not so far away from what I said. So, wow, my
No,
thinking...
you said they started in the middle and built
Yeah,
up.
no, that's literally the opposite of what you said. Not so far from what I said. Don't, you're okay, it's okay, your science teacher, I promise he's not listening, and
No,
you are
but-
smart and you are valid.
I mean, like, working... Yeah, okay, you got me.
I annoyingly think I might have known that, because there is a
it
famous
feels really
picture
obvious.
of them breaking through the English team and the French team for the first time. I think I've seen that image.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's like it's like a famous newspaper front cover or something of them meeting in the middle.
Wow, that's crazy. Imagine having to be in there, right in the middle of the sea under there.
No, you know what's awful? I think I'm taking the Eurostar in December, but like that always feels like it feels different to the tube. But now it's making me think about it.
But just remember, the channel's not that long, so if you did have to get out and just like walk the rest of the way, it's not that far.
That's true. That's true. And I'm going, yeah, because I'm going to. Am I going to Brussels? Maybe I'm not. No, I am. Yeah, If you live in Belgium, I will be at Ritz Cafe, and it says here I'll be performing 40 minutes on
Lovely.
Tuesday, the 16th of December. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Bit of fun for Helen. Little trip to Brussels. Get me some Christmas chocky. Get me some mussels. Some moule frites. Moule frites.
Yum.
I think I'm going by myself.
That's fun.
I know. I think it's like local comedians, and then they just sort of like bring over other acts. And I was like, okay, actually, yeah, a little Christmas trip for Helen to Brussels. I'm going to say this though. When I said yes to it, same as most things I say yes to at the moment, I do think maybe I'll have a partner by then and they'll want to come. Isn't that so stupid?
Hey, that's
it
cute.
does. I'm still going to go by myself.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes I go like, oh, maybe, because you get asked, right? Do you have a +1 for that? Do you
Yeah.
have a +1 for that? And like, if it's like a big thing, I always take a friend. But sometimes I'm just sort of like, no, it's all good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a +1. No. And then it's like, I'm like, but maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So sometimes I respond being like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I will. And they 100% no. They so no. But that'll be nice. I'll do a solo trip. Just me and my book and my Pokemon. And my vibrator. And my sad lamp. Thank you for listening to Helen's Log. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello. I cannot believe we just finished the main episode and I didn't even talk about Trusty Hogs Live, because I really wanted you to hear my opinions on Marriage Story. But I'm talking about it in the extras in a moment. But just for now, can I just say thank you so much for everyone who came to Trusty Hogs Live and everyone who was part of that community. I cannot say it enough times. You're perfect, and I love you, and I loved yesterday so much, and so did everyone. And thank you to my friends who came. Shout out Emma Black, Sophie, Penny, Francis. It was lush, and I love you, and goodbye.
Helen's Log.
You think I forgot to thank the loggers. Of course I didn't forget to thank the loggers. I just forgot to get the list of loggers' names that's up to date to record in the studio, because this is what happens when Holly goes on holiday. Holly, how dare you go to Santorini? How bloody dare you? Cannot wait to see you next week, of course. But for now, let's thank our loggers, the people who I will get tattooed across my stomach, not with their names, but with pictures to represent each of them on my 89th birthday. Let's hear it for Alex McPugh, Amy Sheppered, Anthony Conway, Asa, Catriona Windsor, Charley, Charlie T, Charlotte Weemes, Claire Owen-Jones, Claire Scott, Claire S, Daisy Longshaw, Dean Michael, Dougie Robertson, Dylan Moorhead, Ellen Watson, Emma, Fayt Grady, Helen A, Jack Blomfield, James Goulding, Jen Aitken, Jessica Allan, Jessica Birch, Jocelyn Hughes, Josie Perkins, Kate Thompson, Catherine, Kelly C, Chloe, Leah Overend, Lisa G, Lucy, Luke Bright, Meg Hamilton, Melissa, Natalie Ford, Neil Redmond, Nikki Stefanoff, Noel. Oh, I was literally just thinking I'm doing so well and then I messed up. Of course I did. Noelle, Buka, Noelle, I don't want to do that to you. Olivia, Peter New, who I think I'm getting a gift from because you asked for the address. Rachel Smith, Rebecca Locke, Rochelle Harker, Sadie Cashmore, Sally Galula, Sammy Duke, Sarah Bell, Sarah Deacon, I get confident. Sarah Deacon, hi Sarah Deacon, hi Serena Painting, hi Simon Moores, hi Subi Lynch, hi Sophie Chivers, my Hampshire, I don't know, baby, I'm sorry, you've told me and I'll never remember. Stephanie Cratchia, Stephen Chicken, Tamsin Smith Harding, Tina Lindsay and Trina McSay. God bless all who sail in you.